We are in Sahana School in Bothell.
This week, Nalini Ramesh took us to Sahana's high school, where there's a permanent tribute to her daughter. She died 3.5 years ago at the age of 16. And what do you think when you look up there and see her name on the wall?
Sad, but happy too that she's not somebody who just came and vanished and nobody knows what happened to her. No, she was a student at North Creek High, and that's her name there.
We did not cite these.
After a King County judge gave the green light on the family's case, her mother says Sahana's memory will also live on now in the legal system.
This is a step in the right direction. We are relieved. We are relieved.
The family accuses Seattle Children's of discounting Sahana's declining health because of the color of her skin.
Now I want to know what was not done for her that was done for the other children.
In 2020, Seattle Children's doctors diagnosed Sahana with a serious disease called DRESS, a severe reaction to a medication. Medical records show over the next several weeks, the family reached out to Children's more than 40 times for help.
They shouldn't let it happen to another kid.
But the family says their concerns weren't taken seriously.
And they didn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Why? That is what I need to know. Why didn't you care?
3 months after the diagnosis, in front of the entire family, Sahana died from heart failure. Doctors at Children's had written in her chart that DRESS could cause myocarditis, heart failure, and was potentially life-threatening. But they didn't monitor Sahana's heart for that, or admit her to the hospital.
Why was she just sent home each time? What were the standards for admitting patients? How was it different for Sahana? How was it different for different kinds of folks?
At the same time Sahana was being treated by Children's, the hospital admitted it had a serious problem with treating black and brown children like Sahana, the child of Indian immigrants, differently. Their own experts found the hospital was enabling and perpetuating systemic racism.
It is sickening. If the doctor did that on a basis of race, that would be sickening.
Now the family wants Children's to hand over records of the other patients treated for DRESS. Were white children getting admitted more often than patients of color? So far, attorneys for Children's have refused to hand that over.
I always fought for her, and she'd be happy that I'm still doing that, and I would always be doing that. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I need all the answers. I'm not going to stop.
Once again, Children's Hospital declined to do an interview, but in a statement they sent me today, they said they care for some of the most complex pediatric cases in the region, and that their goal is always to provide the best and most equitable care to every single child that they serve. And, you know, I just looked at the timeline, and this trial, the trial date's coming up quickly. It's set right now for the end of September.
Clearly, this family wants answers.
Yes.
Does this new ruling open the door for them to get those hospital records they want?
Well, the family's lawyer believes it does, and he says he's going to be filing a motion soon to try to compel, in other words, force Children's to hand that information over.
If that happens, you'll let us know. Appreciate it. Thank you. The King 5 investigators are, of course, dedicated to serving the public interest through watchdog journalism. If you would like to submit a tip to our team, all you have to do is email the investigators at king5.com.